Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is the 25th of August, 2026, and here are the top crypto stories of the day. We will start today's episode with our ETFs. Last week, the spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs together recorded total inflows of $2.6 billion. Now that the crypto market, and especially Bitcoin, is starting to rise, investors are remembering to buy in. Beyond those two major ETFs, the XRP ETFs are also recording strong numbers. They too appear to be seeing significant inflows, and these are figures we have been watching for days. In total, the XRP ETFs have surpassed $1.55 billion in assets held through the funds. Total inflows last week came in at $39 million, which is the best figure since May of 2026. With the price of XRP receiving a big boost from Bitcoin's rise, XRP has recorded a gain of 53% on the weekly chart. Moving on from the ETFs, let's talk about the companies. Strategy is now selling shares of MicroStrategy worth $2 billion and made no Bitcoin purchases. One company that did make a purchase is Strive, which bought 1,110 Bitcoin for $81.5 million, bringing its total holdings to 21,356 Bitcoin. Meanwhile, Bitmine purchased $81 million worth of Ethereum. Now let's move on to our coins. We'll start with Hyperliquid, which has recorded a gain of 36% on the weekly chart, pushing its price to around $80. However, I want to let you know that in 3 days and 20 hours from the time I am recording this episode, Hyperliquid will unlock tokens. It will unlock 1.4% of its total supply, which amounts to 14.2 million coins. At current prices, those coins are worth $1.1 billion. 46.6% of those unlocked tokens will go to insiders, and it remains to be seen whether they will choose to sell or hold. Keep that in mind as you follow Hyperliquid and its upcoming unlock. From Hyperliquid, we move to Ethereum. In terms of technical analysis, the recent price rise has helped Ethereum achieve what is known as a golden cross. In technical analysis, a golden cross occurs when the 50-day moving average, which had been below the 200-day moving average, crosses above it. As you can see in this chart, the light blue or green line, I'm not entirely sure which, was sitting below the gold line and has now crossed above it. That is called a golden cross. Statistically, when this happens, the asset in question tends to see upward movement. In this specific case, Ethereum may continue to outperform Bitcoin. This is not 100% guaranteed, but statistically, we have seen it happen. Finally, the last story of the day brings us back to the broader market. Bitcoin is holding firmly at $80,000, having just recorded its second best weekly performance since February of 2021. To put that in context, the best week since 2020 came after the rally Bitcoin made in March of 2023 following the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. That wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is the 25th of August 2026. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.